Man, you already know where you at. You already know it's time to hear the weekly news, man. We ain't stopping for no recession. You already know what time it is. And shout out to the boss, Rick Ross, for having a boss birthday. You already know we inspired to be like the greats. But this Tales from the Crib. I need you to hit that subscribe button. I need you to hit that like button. I need you to hit that notification bell. Cause it's time to get drippy, man. You already know what this is. You know the voice. You know who on the ones and twos. It's your boy, Jesse J, Feeling Supreme 305, and you know I love these puppies.
And it's your boy Chico Grande, aka Chico 2 times, and we love all the puppies.
Of course, man, we ain't Michael Vick, but shout out to them Eagles, man. Shout out to the Chiefs, man.
That was a terrible transition. We're sorry, puppies, and we hate you, Michael Vick. And just for that, the Eagles gonna lose.
A win is a win.
Well, why are we swimming in Jello?
Hey,
this looks like the Jello aisle from Luby's.
I mean, shout out Bill Cosby. He put me onto the pudding.
he had you get more than the pudding pop.
Hey, oh.
But we ain't got time for that. Cause guess what?
What?
It's episode 90.
Oh, I like that. Episode 90, man. Tales from the Crib podcast. We here. And you already know it's 2023. Finna start it off new.
We're playing the 2090 music. That's what it sounds like.
They ain't ready for it.
Music
they ain't ready.
For the future.
You think they ready for it already? You think they know what's going on? You think they're ready for the new episode?
No one ever knows what's going on. That's why they come to this show. Tales from the Crib every Monday. And guess what?
What?
We're not going to talk your heads off. We're going to have a new format. Don't worry about couch announcements. We'll get to them in the middle of the show. And you can find all our stuff at the end of the show.
But you already know, man, we got to start it off, man. It's a rough week. It's a rough week in America. You know, I couldn't stop it. I couldn't help it. You know, everywhere I went from Monday to Sunday, I've been seeing this everywhere, man. R.I.P. my man's Tyrie Nichols. And unjust. It was unjust.
Yeah, it says Tennessee sheriff suspends 2 deputies and launches a new investigation after 2 officers are seen fist bumping in body cam footage as Tyrie Nichols lies on the ground in pain. And it looks like Annalie Chapo was out showing support by protesting, but a lot of questions, not a lot of answers with this case. We even did our research, full research on this one, and there really wasn't much to find out why this man was beaten to death like this. And what do you got to say?
I don't even understand. They were fist pumping? Fist bumping? What is this? This ain't no touchdown dance.
Man,
what's going on?
Fist bumping, not fist pumping.
What is this? Ain't no pep rally. You over here bumping chest? This ain't no touchdown dance. This is horrible. I mean, we were gonna show this video.
You already got me in trouble, man. I can't be laughing at this. I'm just imagining like you know how when like someone like dies in like Fortnite or something, and they like what does it do where they like do the crotch on the face? Or they go down.
They do the rikishi.
You were doing the fist bump emoji.
I'm doing the block boy dance. What you call? That's disrespectful. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm disrespectful.
Oh my God. You can't. We try to start off with respect, but there will be none. There will be none to have at this episode. New format, no respect.
Exactly, man. I wanted to start off early, so this is what's gonna happen. But I mean, like I said, it was just disrespect. It's just horrible. Like I understand. We looked this up. Tyrie Nichols, I guess it was a routine traffic stop.
Yeah. Is this a video here with let's show NLE. Oh, here he is.
Skate for Tyrie. Skate for Tyrie. Skate for Tyrie. Skate for Tyrie. Skate for Tyrie.
You know, first off, I want to give a kudos to everybody being so positive, doing a positive protest. There's no riots, there's no fire. But this is just completely wrong. I mean, I'm tired of cops, you know, trying to overstep their boundaries and using their powers just because they cops they behind a blue badge.
Yeah, man, this just it didn't seem right, you know, and I lost one of my own here. A fellow skateboarder lost his life. You know, Tyrie was someone that was into skateboarding. He even liked a lot of the same brands that I liked, with Baker and Shake John. If you're into skateboarding, you know what that is. And it's tragic here to see. I mean, don't watch the video. If you haven't seen the video, don't watch it. But basically, I'll just say that, you know, no one deserves that. And it just seems like there's gonna be more to see with this with the investigation because I don't understand what's the beef here. I
Eh,
mean, even if he resisted arrest a little bit, or I don't even know, because it seems like it was supposed to be a routine stop. I don't know how it turns into
he
like he was being jumped.
Exactly. And the dude only weighed about 150 pounds. He didn't weigh that much. He just moved to the state of Mississippi and he was only there for 2 years. He had a job at FedEx. The next thing you know, it's a routine traffic stop. He gets up, he does try to do, he runs. And then one person catches him. And then at one point in the video, you see like them, they ganging up on him. One person has one arm, the other one has the other arm. One cop runs to the car, grabs something, then runs behind him, and they just start doing
Well,
all this. It's just
it was weird. Like they even held him up while like people were getting like full on shoulder turning swings
it,
into him, and it's like I
I,
don't know if I've ever seen where that's been appropriate.
exactly, and I understand where people are like, oh no,
If you're
you
going that far, you're using your firearm, you're using your taser or something, and it's like he
exactly.
was already in handcuffs, so there would be no need for any of that. But
And exactly, and then you hear the news people, they're talking about it, and they're talking to the polices and police officer trainers, and the training people are even saying like, yeah, they went way beyond what they're supposed to do. Like, it's no reason to even understand, like, to discuss why you would even do this, because I understand like if you feel threatened, you would do something, but once one person has one arm, another has the other arm,
and
where's the
more when they
threat?
had him in the handcuffs too.
Exactly. There's no threat here. I mean, like, this looked like an MMA fighting, and my dog Trey wasn't an MMA fighter. It was horrible.
No, I mean
This
it's
looked like one of my
crazy to
WWE games.
hear how I don't mean to say it in a bad way, but how small of a person he was, only weighing about like 150 pounds. Like, I mean, honestly, like I probably weighed that like freshman year in high school. Like, so it's like this is a smaller person for them to gang up on him like that. That wasn't a big man where you need it. Like, cause there's you've seen those videos where some big people that are
Uh
six
huh.
three, 6'4", maybe 250, 300 pounds. They're hard to take down. A man weighing 150 does not need five guys to take him down. Then
Exactly.
they ain't good cops. Then they ain't good enough at their job to be on the streets if they can't take down someone of that small stature.
It's just
It don't make
sad.
no sense.
It's just sad. I mean, I'm glad all these officers got fired. I mean, hopefully
They may be getting they may be seeking the death penalty
I mean,
against these officers as well. I heard that.
I understand that, but at the same time, they're cops, so I doubt they would get. They probably get that one pass, and they probably do like life in jail, and just not. But I mean, it's
I
hard.
don't mean given that they're cops, I don't know that they'll get life or any of that. That I'm guessing that they'll get what do they get for involuntary manslaughter? What, like 5, 10, 15 years?
I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know, but those two people that are chest bumping, they need to get the chair. That's
You
crazy.
keep changing it, fool. They were
This
fist bumping, and then they were fist pumping, and now they're chest bumping. You need to calm down.
all of it's a technical foul. Foul on the play.
That's a
It's like
technical
it's like Pat
foul.
Bev. You see this?
Look at the camera, ref. Look at the camera. That's what we gotta tell these cops. Look at the camera. Look, you know what you did. Unforgivable.
Unforgivable. I mean, we're sorry. We trying to make a very light.
We do, report on serious things, but no matter how serious it is, we still try to make jokes. So if you're new to this channel, just bear with us because this is how we get down. And if you're watching us on TFTC clips, just know you should be watching on Tales from the Crib to get full 1080p. Go to the main channel. But any final words on this before we jump to more sadder news? Since you
I'm
wanted to start off the show in tears.
I mean, I just want to say the cops need to stop all this. Stop abusing their powers. You're making all the good cops look bad. Because one thing I heard is one thing a cop doesn't like is a bad cop. Because it just takes one bad scene to mess it up for everybody. Now you already know how it is in America. Y'all need to do something about this. The cops need stricter training. They need
They're
something. Like,
failing on their report cards as a whole.
they're failing everything right now. It looking like y'all had the Florida
They need to be,
education like me.
they're about as accurate as NBA officials. Maybe they should switch. Maybe we should have NBA officials go be cops and send cops to be NBA officials, and maybe we'll get better results
We need
because
more.
neither one of them are doing their job.
We need more cops like Shaq. Shaq would never hurt a
Shaq
fly.
was a cop, and he was a great cop.
He's a snitch.
I would love no, don't talk about Uncle Shaq like that. I don't know. Uncle Shaq made you talk like a dog. Maybe that's why he don't like him.
Oh man, but I
Oh
mean,
man, he
moving
turned
on
into
to.
Blue's Clues.
So I mean, I'm sorry I had to. I'm sorry I had to, give y'all this as the first topic, but bear with me. We got one more on the way.
Let's turn that frown upside down. Oh wait, we got more sad news.
Man, condolences to my dog Randy Gonzalez. He passed away at age 35 of battle with
Colon cancer.
colon cancer. And if you don't know him, he has this lovable kid. They stay doing funny skits on YouTube and TikTok. They had over 7 million, 15 million followers. They were funny. I mean, if you haven't watched him, you should go follow him. I mean, I love seeing fathers interact with their sons. I love that bond, showing that being a positive role model. But this is just sad. Like, another one gone down to the sea.
Man, it seems like everyone's been, we've been taking a lot of loss lately.
Especially
Let me just put it that way.
Chadwick Baldwin. Now you got this person. This is
God damn. Can we say our respects to one person without you ruining it?
what? What happened?
You said let's pay respects to Tragic Baldwin.
You know what I mean? I can't. You know what I mean?
If you don't know, he's talking about Chadwick Boseman. And if you want to laugh your head off, go to Crib Reactions and check out our reaction to the Wakanda Forever trailer.
Oh my God.
And you can see my co-host butcher his name there.
Don't we have a video we can play instead of embarrassing me?
What? Oh.
Disrespectful.
You embarrass yourself.
6 months ago, I got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, colon cancer. I kept it to myself and I felt like it was selfish because I didn't want to tell everybody my business because it was personal. But I feel like I can use my situation, to give awareness for young men like myself because I'm only 34. And they said it's very rare for a young guy like myself to catch colon cancer. Hey everybody, this is my video that I'm doing for my symptoms. People wanted to know how did I find out I had colon cancer. Inky Boy here.
Rasta's here.
And we are the Inky Boys.
Hey, Mike, how old is your mom? What? No, not like that. No, it is like that. How old is she? I come in the house, she was like, you want to eat? I said, eat what?
So first of all, put my plate down and stop hitting on my mom, man.
Don't get mad at me. I don't even want to be here. Y'all the ones that want to be here. I want to go to the strip club. Man, rap.
It was funny. And also, the funny thing is, I showed my codes today that he's also on the Lopez show, which is hilarious.
I don't approve of the new Lopez show. It's the OG George Lopez show that has reruns on Nickelodeon is the only one I approve. I didn't even know he had a new show, and his new family looks special.
And then you see how much weight he lost at the last video he had when he started doing the video.
Yeah.
And like he just
chemo.
It's just crazy. Like, I mean, I just pray everybody get checked out. Get your prostates checked out.
My co-host gets his prostate checked
3 times
5 times a year.
Twice on leap year.
Especially when Orlando Brown's in town. He's got that ooshkosh gooshwash.
That's smooth.
That sounds rough. That sounds super rough.
Let me stop playing.
Well,
Stop playing.
we can't get through none of that. Man, but RIP to this man. He made people happy on TikToks. I'd actually kind of forgot about him. I probably wasn't making as much videos without doing I'm gonna be honest, but I remember his videos from a few years back. But I guess he was still making videos, and he unfortunately got this. No one should randomly go out for something like that in their 30s. That's way too young.
Exactly. I mean, I pray everybody live to 110 years old, man.
No, I don't know if I want to live that long, man. Be decrepit.
We're gonna be rich forever. Shout out Rick Ross. It's his birthday.
I'm gonna be like what's that face? The
Pam
guy
Anderson?
that wrote no. What?
She's old.
No, it's talking about the dude in
Cher?
the wheelchair. The one that rides
Superman?
Oh my god.
Superman's in a wheelchair.
You're going to HE double hockey sticks. I'm not talking about Christopher Reeves that got paralyzed. I was talking about that scientist that talks through a computer that was paralyzed.
Oh, you don't want to know who I'm going to say next then. I was...
We better just move on before you get beat up. Speaking of getting beat up, speaking of giving the beats, we got
my role model, my idol, Kanye to the Yizzle.
Kanyezel.
You already know Kanye West. Once again, he's in the paparazzi, but this time he not blowing up crying about Amber Rose.
Pete Davidson's PP.
Pete Davidson's PP. You know, that was a wild time, man. Remember them days? Every time you wake
crying.
up.
And then Charlamagne is like, why are you telling me this?
You know, he had us choosing between Pete Davidson and Kanye West. How can I give a little PP?
So you said you chose the Pete?
Pause. My love is for Orlando Brown.
Oh, wow. I'm definitely... Someone clip that and send it to me on the Instagram. Tales from the Crib 210. I'm putting that up on our stories.
Man, speaking of this story...
And put the other clip of him blowing a kiss to Orlando Brown. Put that together. I want to see that in one clip.
We're going to get an interview.
Oh, yeah. We'll fly out tomorrow.
Nah.
And especially if we tell him Bow Wow's coming.
Whoa. But, I mean, looks like Kanye West is back in the news. This time, I don't understand why he's upset. He's a celebrity, but it looks like, I'm guessing, he went to his child's soccer game, and he was just upset that paparazzi were there, and they were taking pictures.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's what paparazzi do. When
exactly.
You live in California. If you don't want paparazzi all the time, don't live in California. It's pretty much simple as that. If you're in California or New York City, you're gonna have paparazzi if you're a celebrity. But
or if you dated Kardashian.
Yeah, let's check the video.
What the fuck? Oh, he threw his phone away.
What if he just hit him?
You be running up on your kids' games like that?
Hey, bro, what do you want me to do? Everybody's here. Dude, you know how it is every week, bro.
I want to just see my kids.
I understand, bro, but it's not just me. It's 100 of us.
Everybody got to stop when I see my kids.
Bro.
Everybody got to stop. When I say stop, they got to stop.
What do you want us to do? It's 100 of us.
I don't care how many.
Oh, what do you want us to do?
Do you want to hear what I want to do?
Yeah, tell us what you want us to do.
If I need to see my kids without you photographing.
Okay. You can't go home and see them?
Ooh.
Like, what do you want us to do?
Mad.
It's a public place.
It's a public place. Exactly, dog.
It's called human rights.
It's a public place. Kanye, you know what time it is?
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me.
You know what time it is.
If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
If I say it ain't running.
I wasn't running.
She has her dog with her.
I know, but Kanye,
she wants Kanye to beat up her dog so much. Oh, he took her phone and he threw it.
He chucked that phone. Like, I swear, you know, I mean, Kanye West.
Kanye crazy.
Kanye West
wasn't that a song?
Kanye crazy with Dirk.
Crazy.
With Dirk. But I mean, I don't understand. How are you upset that you're a celebrity and people are taking pictures of you? And once he said again, every week we do this every week. Like your child's gonna play games. Like
people, I mean, even try to take pictures of me sometimes. You know, when I'm out and about in my city, you know, they see the man. They're like, "You the man." I'm like, "I'm the man." You know what I'm saying?
You're not that
It's
guy.
me and my boy Giannissi. What are you talking about?
That's a spicy meatball. Nah, but I mean, honestly, like, Kanye West just needs to give it up. I hear other people talking about that this may just be staged because, you know, the Kardashians are known
for
staging things just so they can get back in the publicity news.
And also laying down.
Whoa.
But let's get to the Snap, Crackle, Pop. Let me go ahead and shout out our official sponsor, non-sponsor, Twisted Tea. We still love you, even though we haven't been drinking you every episode because you betray us by not becoming our sponsor, real sponsor. So you need to go in Twisted Tea's comments on Instagram and say, sponsor the Twisted Tea Boys, Tales from the Crib, do it. And if you do it and you get them to talk to us, you'll get a super special gift from both of us.
My dog Gavin getting his Texas next week. He got you.
No. Not like that.
You share the wealth, man. You got it, you German.
I'm going to share something else.
Oh, hey, as long as you don't share what this next topic is about to share, I'm all for it.
Never mind. I'm not going to say it. But let's jump into the next topic. Like the man in this next topic jumped on the other man.
And the real question is, are you a spitter?
Are you a swallower?
My dog, Matt Barnes, is a spitter.
It says, what is it?
Matt,
Anissa Sims defends Matt Barnes as judge grants him restraining order against ex-husband he spat on. David's been threatening us for years.
so it looks like David and Matt Barnes been beefing for years. I guess David doesn't like Matt Barnes. He says thinks Matt Barnes is fake. Doesn't like how Matt Barnes parents his kids. Thinks he's a very negative person and doesn't want his kids around this evil man. I mean, I
I
understand
could
that.
see Matt Barnes like sending texts like, "I throw M&Ms at your at your kid's head full speed." Notice when I say full speed.
See, that's messed up.
Zoom.
With the sound effects, that's messed up. And with this all going on, I can't. Kanye West. Matt Barnes catches.
Kanye.
Matt Barnes catches David at a game. They're at a game. He's leaving. He sees David. He walks up to David. He spits on David. And then once he spits on David, he gets a little commotion. And then Matt Barnes does light skin things like Drake. He runs to the cops and snitches.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Barnes has been doing this for years. I mean, back in the day when Derek Fisher took his girl, he drove like 9 hours in space diapers to fight him. Like that one crazy woman that got caught doing that. And then it's like he gets in another altercation, and I know he's got the podcast with Steven Jackson on Showtime. But it's like if someone's really doing something to you, you're allowed to defend yourself. But to one spit on another man, I would never imagine even ever thinking about spitting on another man. That's just weirdo. Really, it's something that I would expect from girls, not really from guys to do. And and then you run to the cops and get a restraining order. Like, I expected more from you, Matt Barnes. I thought you were the guy that went toe to toe with Kobe. I thought you were the one that tried to punk Kobe. Kobe didn't flinch, and we ain't flinching either, because you a spitter, and now you a quitter.
I mean, don't we have a video for this?
You want to see the spit? You want to try to catch it?
Yo. He ain't Orlando Brown.
Patooey, and a patooey. Ooh, he got a full mouth.
I'm finna drink some water, too. I got to teeth now.
Yeah, man. You better get out my face while I spit on you real good. This reminds me of another loser, 16 shot him, who tried to spit on Flacco. Where are all these dudes coming from that spit on other dudes? I don't know if they get too excited and their mouth starts salivating, but we already know 16 shot him ain't no good. You know, allegedly, there's rumors of him that he likes to go with the underage, and I'm talking real underage.
And
so don't support 16 shot him. He's a Geppetto.
And this is assault, like
allegedly.
And this is assault. Even though you think you slick and you don't put your hands on somebody, you spitting on somebody, that's just as worse. Like, they don't know what you got. They don't know what diseases you have. And you think you slick. How you run to the cops to try to cover your behind?
It's like he thought he was going to get sued, so he wanted to get that in place first. So he would have that if they went to court. Like, well, I got the restraining order on him. What it doesn't make sense.
Exactly, and it doesn't work at all. Like, they have video evidence of you spitting on somebody. I mean, it doesn't matter if somebody's texting you a million times, harassing you. Like they said, sticks and stones.
They have reason to talk because it's like, that's what happens when you have blended families.
Exactly. This is why you don't date light skin. They always jealous of us dark skinned people.
My co-host lives by that. He dates no light skins.
Whoa.
JK.
That's a lie. But speaking of lies, speaking of deceptions, looks like this next topic here, I'm so tired of her. I'm so tired of her.
Why? Didn't you have her poster in your room in college? Was it her poster on the ceiling, or was that Vivica A? But this next topic, let's go ahead and jump into it. We got your former celebrity crush, Amber Rose, shares her thoughts on men as she claims she won't ever date again. They're pretty disgusting out there. I want to be single for the rest of my life, she says.
See, with this, it's a lie. And I mean, I like Amber Rose. I have her book. I've never had a poster of Amber Rose hanging up on my wall. I mean,
you said you have a what?
I've never had a poster of her hanging up in my wall. And something about girls that drink Hennessy out of the bottle, this doesn't tickle my fancy.
They do more than tickle fancies.
But I mean, I don't understand what's wrong with Amber Rose. Just because you lost your man to a 70-year-old vampire.
Hey, don't talk down on Cher. Cher is fine vintage.
Really? So if you had to pick between Amber Rose, Madonna, and Cher, who you picking?
Cher. No hesitation.
Ooh, my dog has spoken. You ready here? TFTC first.
Hey, Cher might be older, but she ain't got the mileage like Amber Rose.
And then the funny part is Amber Rose keeps saying like, it's gross. It's gross. I don't like seeing it. Like, what don't you like seeing, Amber Rose? You don't like seeing love?
Why didn't she stay with Wiz? Like, why did that whole situation stop?
Because he wanted to be a whore. In my
like
black gangster
somebody
voice.
I know.
Self.
Check our real good friend, real good _ Doty.
I'm throwing
You know,
everybody
he
under the bus
loves
this
the
episode.
streets and he likes to stay in them. And if you're a single woman, hit him up. Real good _ Doty. But we also have Lala throwing in her 2 cents. She believes marriage is no longer a goal for most people. Most married people that I know are miserable. And let me just say, out of all my friends that are in relationships, they hate it. They hate it and they want to be free. They want the freedom.
Yeah,
I actually
gotta see what she says. What'd she say?
I have one friend.
Uh-huh.
You know him. He's also the unforgivable one. But he says that he sometimes has to go to the bathroom to get peace and quiet. So that story that we almost did last week about men like spending so many hours of their life in the bathroom for just peace and quiet.
You probably got
it's
14.
a fact.
I believe it.
That man be ducking and dodging. But let's see what Lala has to say. Let's get you a mug off the screen.
This morning, Lala came up here and she was hot. She was on fire. I don't know why. She came in at 6 o'clock this morning, was on fire. She was like, I have something I want to talk today on air. So
shut him in, put his feet up.
Say F marriage.
Yeah,
like,
so
whoa.
I was talking about, I feel like currently marriage is not a goal for people. I don't hear people who aren't married saying like, I want to get married. You just start hearing it less and less. Like before that was a goal, like before social media and just the way people interact now. I'm not in conversations with people who are talking about like, I can't wait to meet someone and get married. Now people say, yeah, I want to meet somebody, be in a relationship, you know, have this bond, but I don't need the marriage piece to feel like it's successful. And most, I'm not saying all, be careful with my words, most married people that I know are miserable and not happy and don't want to be married. They would prefer to be single. And what's happening is people look at the stats and they say, oh, well, divorce rates are going down. But the issue is
but divorce rates are still going up. What are you saying?
I mean, they say divorce rates are going down because less people are getting married. But I mean, I understand where she's coming from, but you got to look at more positive people that have been in marriages for a very long time. And at the same time, I mean, people go through things like, I mean, sometimes you have to go through cheating. Sometimes you have to go through somebody eating the jam. Shout out my girl, Shakira.
We know who is eating the jam over here.
Pause. But she's gonna be all right. I mean, I feel like the reason why Amber Rose and Lala are both saying this because they're hurt. Like when you're hurt, you want to say like, I don't want to be in love. I'm tired of love. I rather this. I rather that. Like, be honest. Be truthful. Like if you hurt, say you hurt. Say like you scared to jump in because the last relationship hurt you. Because it happens to everybody. If this is the game of life.
I just don't want no one coming after my shoe collection. Because you know when you divorce, they're gonna make you split everything. They got to split everything 50-50. And I ain't giving up half of my shoes.
You think Carmelo had to give up his Carmelo 2.0s?
That's probably why he doesn't get any more shoes.
Because he gave it all to her.
He just had to do a buyout deal with Lala.
And then with I have to also say people can't think like marriage is just gonna be a walking cakewalk. Like it's gonna be
that's
tough
the
and
problem
hard.
nowadays. Everyone that they see all these relationship talks on TV, and they're like, if they don't agree with you, then get a divorce or dump them. No one is actually like trying to work through problems to be a better team. Everyone's just want to say, well, if they ain't agree with you, then that's just that. And y'all don't need to be together. It's like nobody wants to work on stuff anymore. And that's why you see divorce rates that are, 60, 70%. And also the rate of people of getting married has, drastically dropped. So it's a crazy world society we're living in these days.
You know, it is what it is. I mean, hopefully they get it all together.
If you're like my co-host and you're a polygon, then the world is your oyster.
Hey, I'm trying to be free like making good.
Oh, you've been free like Free Willy.
All right, well, man, I got people that be watching this, but moving on before I get even more crucified. Looks like here.
Someone else that's fake. Besides me.
Okay, thank you.
It is. I know you lying. 3 South Florida nurse schools sold 7,600 fake degrees, and 25 different people were charged.
25 people were charged, and this was actually spread out in 5 different places.
Wait. I think is this a video, right?
It's a video, yeah.
Let's watch the video and then say our thoughts.
A crime alert in Miami where federal authorities announced more than 24 arrests in a ring that sold fake nursing diplomas nationwide. And there are more arrests to come. Local 10's Roy Ramos is live with this developing story. Roy.
Nicole, this was a $114 million scheme where nursing schools based right here in South Florida sold those fake diplomas at $15,000 a pop. Those students would then take that diploma and in some cases obtain nursing jobs without even having the proper training.
At this point,
where are you sourcing our videos from?
I mean, it was
that guy took a giant.
At this point, I mean, y'all just need to let him keep it. These degrees is fake. I don't understand.
They want to know you got that piece of paper. They're like, hey, I got the piece of paper. You just didn't ask where it's from, but I got the paper.
Exactly. This is what I don't understand about jobs. Jobs ask you on your application, are you a high school graduate, college graduate? And this is what I always wondered. I always wondered if
my co-host always, lied. He always says yes, and then the answer is no.
No. Ask me about my highest education. I say I'm
middle school.
No, middle school. No.
Gee, you Nancy took the short bus to school. I'm sorry.
Listen, you German sausage. No, I told him I was a college graduate. I graduated with my master's degree. Graduated summa cum laude. Head of my class.
Wait, you did? You did what to your class?
Whoa, you funny.
You got valedictorian.
No, didn't give me.
Yes, he did. That's why they selected him.
No, man. See, okay, so like I was saying before, like they said, many people were arrested in this scam. Turns out that they were doing fake schools. They were giving people degrees for just paying 15 bands. You pay $15K, you get your nursing degree. And the way that they found this out was because they did a Florida audit on the nursing schools, and they realized that some of the schools, the graduation rate was just too low to qualify. They were wondering what was going on. Then once they looked and tested it out, they realized that these people that graduated didn't have any lab time. They didn't have any of the test courses they took. So they were just, I guess, working blind. So it goes.
I mean, of course, they're not going to do it on the test if they ain't done anything before.
Exactly, and this is sad because I remember the Dr. Love dude, the dude that from Florida.
Oh, that kid, the fake kid.
Yeah, the fake kid. And why did all happen in Florida? What's all the fake?
I don't know. Why did all the fake stuff come from Florida?
They're just emotional damage.
It's just Floridians.
No, but the Dr. Love faked it. He did all this stuff to all these patients, gave them prescription drugs and everything. They let it slide. Then once again, you got these people doing the same thing. They were even in Houston, Texas, and some parts of up north doing the same scam.
You know they're scamming in Houston.
Like for real talk, I might as well start checking off applications saying I'm white. I knew I was a light-skinned African. I told y'all. I was finna get it off, Les.
Is that what's on your hands?
Whoa. No, man. But y'all need to watch out, man. It looks like they taking degrees back. Y'all need to watch our nurses, watch our doctors. Make sure they really credited because it's a lot of fakes and scammers out here.
But you know what you need to watch?
What?
This mother effing couch. No, I'm just kidding. It's like,
it looks like Mr. Beast out here performing God's work.
Oh, I thought we were farther along.
You thought Kanye, DJ Khaled was amazing.
What?
What?
You thought DJ Khaled was amazing. Well, Mr. Beast does more than DJ Khaled, and he does more than God. Mr. Beast cures 1,000 people's blindness, doing more than 6-pound, 7-ounce baby Jesus could ever do in his lifetime. But look at him curing all these blind people, which it's crazy that there's that many blind people that couldn't afford whatever surgery. Because I know a lot of people that have eye ailments, like, a lot of them can be fixed, but there's some of them that can't. But a lot of these people could get it fixed, but I guess they couldn't afford it. So, Mr. Mogul here, Mr. Beast, that's where he stepped in and saved the day.
I just want to know how they all blind, but I don't see no canes or no seeing eye dogs.
I'm legally blind. I cannot see. PCP, hold me down. You remember that?
Yes.
We're curing 1,000 people's blindness. It's crazy.
Most of us see the world like this. But here's the thing, 200 million people see the world like this.
That's how I see when I drive.
But I just made it one less.
Oh. Wow.
She's just one of 1,000 blind people we helped from around the world.
They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So the whole time I'm worried about losing an eye and everything, like, it doesn't make any sense. And one thing I don't understand is if Mr. Beast can do this and he's just a YouTuber, what's up with all the other rich people?
I'm gonna take care of you. I got lasers. We'll just have you lay down. I'll do the surgery. You'll be straight.
So you
I'll totally fix your eyes.
Keep them bloody paws off me. I seen what you did to Wolverine. Seen what you did to Pocahontas. And ain't going down like that.
I didn't do nothing to Pocahontas.
You took a land.
I took more than a land.
Pause. All right,
No,
R.
I'm
Kelly.
just kidding.
Heard R. Kelly. But with this, I understand what he's trying to do. I respected him. He's doing this. I heard Aiden Ross not Aiden Ross. Who's the other one? We used to watch Steve Will do it.
Steve Will.
Steve Will, he goes around. He just gives people like 20 bands on a random. Like, he'll see you in the gas station, be like, hey, how much gas you need? Oh, I need $10. Here's 15 bands. Okay, wait, man. That's how it goes.
Steve Will's videos were pretty funny, but then it's like they banned him, and now he's on.
He's doing videos of 6ix9ine, just being a snitch.
Yeah, I thought he made like a fake channel where it's like not Steve Will do it, but it's his videos. I'm pretty sure it's him, but I don't know if they took that channel down now. We got to.
I need rich people to do more. If Mr. Beast can do this, if Mr. Beast himself can cure 1,000 people, I mean, every millionaire can do the same thing. Because it doesn't make any sense why people were blind and it only takes a 10-minute surgery. Matter of fact, I'm about to get supervision. I'm about to get Superman eyes. Sign me up.
No more glasses.
Exactly. I got a white friend. He knows some people.
But if we ever got balling, you need to like, comment, and subscribe. That's the only way we could get Mr. Beast money. And if we start
and get your co-host Jesse some new eyes,
we start balling out. I'm gonna go to my old side of town and start hooking it up. We're not going back to your old side of town.
Miami?
It's too dangerous. Fake. I heard they. Never mind.
Pause. You going down? But speaking of going down, looks like this next topic here.
Whoa!
What?
You said you've watched her go down before?
I was a kid.
And you still watched it.
I would never.
I liked it. This is what first turned you on to your real first true
love. Let me tell you, Gavin, back in 90.
Pam Anderson was your first true love. Listen,
back in 85, Gavin, there was no parental blockers on TV screens.
I wasn't even alive yet.
I hate you.
I don't know what it was like back then. I wasn't here yet. I'm not from the 80s.
Oh man. Speaking of from the 80s, man, if you didn't know, back in the days, back in times, back in yonder years, white girl blonde hair used to be the thing. Right now, it's the BBLs. But back then it used to be the blonde hair Becky's.
My co-host's
Pam
favorite
Anderson.
is Bandman Kevo. No, I'm just kidding.
Pause.
But back in the day, we got Pam Anderson, and we got a couple of news stories with her. First, we have her ex-husband, John Peters, plans to leave her $10 million in his will, whether she needs it or not. It says they were only married for 12 days, but that he liked her so much that when he dies, he's sending her $10 million.
So back in 1999, John.
No, I think it was a little.
It was like 99.
Was it 99?
They got married in 2000. I know my Pam Anderson news. I know my baby. I used to love a little blondie back in.
You was watching all the Baywatch reruns.
Yeah, you know, Baywatch, Tim the Tool Man, Taylor, you know, all that. You know, I used to whoop. Bang bang.
Used to be on the wrong side of the fence with the
wrong side of the tool belt. Let me pause. Hey, so like I was saying, John, he used to be in Playboy. Pam Anderson, she used to be in Playboy also. You know, she had a many hustles, and this is where they met. And I would say if you only marry somebody for 12 days and then you say that you want to put them in your will and give them 10 million, that Becky must have been fire. That must have been the spicy meatball. Imagine your Nessie voice.
What girls are you messing with at meatballs?
I don't know, but if Italian girls got the spicy meatballs like Pam Anderson, sign me up. Why you ain't tell me? Is the blondies giving it up like this, like Pam Anderson?
Don't mess with no blondies. So got an IQ of 4.
Where you get? We be getting panned.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke because most blondies ain't real blondies. They diet.
You see this? You see this rough? My coast is out of line.
But Pam Anderson also alleges in her new book that Tim Allen flashed his peen at her when she was 23 years old. She said she walked out. He was in her robe and he flashed her real quick. And she had already been in Playboy. And he's like, I seen you naked before, so I had to make it even. Sounds like something Tim the Toolman Taylor would say. It sounds fair. But he's innocent.
It sounds fair.
He's innocent.
I mean, he denies it. Tim Allen denies it. He said he would do this. They did a rerun. They were all copacetic. They were all cool. But now that she's coming out with a book, Pam Anderson's trying to cover all this up. She's trying to talk about everything.
She's trying to talk down.
She's trying to talk about her old little tape that came out saying that, you know, she tried to bury it, cover it up, tried to cover this all up. But now that it came back to life again, she's just sad and
it's funny. It's like Kim K. You know, she's like, oh, I can't wait till this goes away. And it might go away. It might go away for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, but it's always going to come back up.
It's always going to come back up. See, and this is why we tell people, like, every action has a reaction. So even though the money is green now, is it really worth it?
It's like my co-host, you know, if we ever get a sponsorship deal, they might look back at some of our old videos and ban my co-host.
I already deleted all my old Twitter accounts.
No, you didn't. It's still there. I seen it.
But if you want to see more on the Pam Anderson tape, you know, hit the link in the bio. We got you.
But, whoa, no. There's nothing that we have in the bio that's affiliated with that. No OnlyFriends accounts. But let's go ahead and jump to your favorite part. We know you missed it. We know you loved it. We move it from the beginning to the middle. This used to be at the beginning of the show, but we want to, you know, get straight into the topics, you know, and then once we get into things, then we'll sit on the couch with you, or, you know, we'll get cozy on the couch and tell you what's going on. But do you have any new announcements that you want to make?
I was going to give y'all UFC matches, but the game is kicking my butt. I went from hard level to easy level, and I'm still getting tapped out of submission moves. So,
we got UFC 4. And people said it was garbage, but it was on sale, so we're trying it anyways.
And I'm getting my butt whooped every chance I get. They putting built to booty every time.
The computer loves to kick legs all the time. That's like its only move. But, you know, check out everything we do in the description. We got a podcast, this podcast, every Monday. So tune in every Monday. You're going to see it. We got an NFL video every Thursday. What happened with our last video?
I mean, I guess because almost... Oh, man, shout out my dog, the Eagles. I guess it's coming to the last 4 games.
You better watch our Super Bowl prediction videos.
I'm going for Andy Reid.
We're going to beat you down. What?
I'm going for Andy Reid.
No one likes the Eagles.
Let's see it. Andy Reid.
But you know what? I'll say I'll go for the Eagles more than I'll go for Kansas City, because Kansas City, they were acting a little crazy after the win when they got a lot of calls towards the end in their favor, which helped them win the game. And I don't know. I wouldn't be bragging that much if I barely won and some calls helped me win. I wouldn't be bragging like that, but that's just me.
Facts.
But speaking of just me, JK, of just us, we got more videos on Crib Reactions. So check out Crib Reactions. Get us to 4K subs. We did Krishan Rock featuring Blueface. She did a music video. It's doing pretty good. Check it out. XG, man. Shout out XG. If you don't know about XG.
15K in 2 days. Golly.
Yeah, they're a group of Japanese girls based out of Korea, and they're killing it. They do rap, hip-hop, really pretty much everything, and mix it all together. XG's killing it. We got a big response on that. 15K views in 2 days. We did the Diplo Wasted video with Kodak Black, and was that Ko Wetzel? That's got some good views. And then we did was that Taeyang Vibe featuring Jimin and BTS, and that got some like almost 3K views. So check out, we're gonna have videos coming up all next week, so check that out and stay tuned with Crib Reactions.
Hey, but it's back to the shizzo. So like I said, man, 100K on your head. Tell me if you're scared. Looks like they put 100K on my Cole's favorite rapper.
No, never been my favorite rapper. He was Big Op until he got turned into what is it?
I thought it was Big Clout.
No, well, he's whatever he was. He got turned into Swiss cheese. So FBG Duck on the cover of Chicago Sun-Times, as Feds say Chirac rapper had a 100K bounty on his head. And let's just say that I don't think he's worth that much. I would get, solid 20K allegedly. Hey, I think would be enough to get this man.
So do you think that video? Do you think that video that King Von did with
that man's innocent, free to innocent.
He's passed. He's passed. He's not here no more. King Von.
But yeah, you look like you were starting to mention affiliates.
No,
we don't do that.
Not just video. I don't know their names. I was gonna say like that video he did where he brought the 100K to the hood.
He just got his record deal.
Oh, that's what you call it.
The real ones know what they need to know. And let's just say I heard that money was to take his mom to the mall and to get his friends some new shoes because they've been his day one friends. And, that's all I heard that was about. But apparently, King Von went to church that day.
I can't believe
and did nothing else.
I can't believe that was from 2020. If you didn't know, FBG got it's packed up in front of the mall. In fact, the busiest place in Chicago back in 2020.
They just sent him home with his brother and his cousin.
They didn't. They still haven't solved the murder yet. It is still a mystery. They have some people arrested, but most likely, I feel like the way that it's gonna go, they're gonna end up free because they haven't come up with no weapons or anything. You just got he say, she say. You still got to come up with a weapon, and it's just too much.
And I heard that the people that they have locked up in question, that they just work at like the ice skating rink or something, and they're also good church going members. So free the innocent and those pillars of their community over there. But speaking of someone who's not a pillar of community, it looks like when your moneymaker gets his TV turned off, that you got to turn to other means to make money. And it looks like if you want a front row seat to see where FBG Duck came from, you could check out his mom's.
Is that his mom right there for real? Oh, she's kind of hot. I'm a Duck. What's up? Quack, quack.
Oh my God. I don't know. You've seen what his mom looks like, and she
looks kind of hot. What can I say?
Let's just say you want some duck sauce.
Horrible. I mean, Mama Duck says she's making an OnlyFans account. I don't know how much the subscription rate is. If you know, comment at it below.
I heard it's free, and people are still asking for a refund.
Listen here, if you got the link to the page, or if you got the password, the username and password to a free subscription, let me know. Let me see what she's doing. Is she on that, Bad Baby type stuff? Or is she on that real Selena Powell?
Is there a way to go outside, or let's go back to the train, run through the
train?
The sequence. Oh, I'm not talking about what they're doing with Duck's mom, but I'm talking about the sequence of events.
Okay.
What I'm talking about is Duck was getting apparently clothes to wear to his son's birthday at the Gucci store when an unidentified assailant murked him and fill them with 30 holes. And then after he gets packed up and turned into, Tupac 2.0, his mama is struggling with the bills so much, she has to make an OnlyFriends account. Is there a way to go out sadder, or is this the saddest way to ever go out in rap history?
This might be top 5 saddest ways to go out. But I mean, hopefully.
FBG is pretty much almost all extinct. And we did see that, unfortunately, little FBG Cashy ended up like 22 Jump Street when they shot the head off his Willy Wonka.
Whoa. But speaking of Willy Wonka.
Speaking on Wonkas?
Looks like the goat of our ghosts in this next topic.
Who's the goat of all goats?
Looks like Nori claims that Future is reportedly upset with Drake for dropping a joint album. It makes the album not as important. So with this news, with the Breakfast Club, they don't no longer have Angela Lee. She's not gone. So they're trying to fill in co-hosts. They put in different people in different spots. So they bring in people.
Wait, so who was on the Breakfast Club? Was that
Angela
Bruce Lee's cousin?
You going down.
You said Lee.
You going
You
down
didn't say
faster
Yee.
than
You
duck.
said Lee.
You going faster than duck at a convenience store.
Oh.
So Nori goes on the Breakfast Club and states that Future's upset that 21 and Drake dropped an album together. Now they don't feel as important. But at the same time, Future dropped the tape with Juice WRLD, Gucci Mane, Young Scooter, Young Thug, Little Uzi.
Yeah,
he about to drop a tape with Dirk, supposedly.
So how is he gonna get mad at Drake? That doesn't even make sense, and that honestly doesn't even seem like Future style. Seems like Future has pretty open dialogue with Drake, so I'm pretty sure if he was upset at him, he would just tell him. So, but let's see what he's alleging here.
There was another little rumor that you said here behind the scenes.
Okay.
Remember?
What?
You was talking about Future and Drake.
Oh, that's what I heard. I heard that's a big rumor that Future is not too happy this Drake and 21 Savage album. And
because Future and Drake did an album before.
And it makes Drake and Future album not as important, I would say.
That's what he feels.
And that's, I mean, this is allegedly, this is all rumors. I've never heard it from Future's mouth, never heard it from Drake, never heard it from 21. But it's a alleged big rumor that's going on right now.
Where'd you hear that at, N.O.?
In the streets, with a K.
In Miami, in Florida.
In Miami, yes. I'm a Miamian. Yes, I'm a Miami.
So you heard that Future is upset with Drake because Drake did an album with 21 Savage because it makes their
project down
seem less important.
I would think so. You know what I mean? We never seen Jay-Z do another Best of Both Worlds. You know what I'm saying?
It's because no one asked for it.
And you never seen R. Kelly do another Best of Both Worlds either with anybody else. It is what it is. But I mean, this is just hypocrisy at its finest. Like, how can you say that you don't want somebody?
I don't think this is true.
Exactly. You don't think it's true?
No, Future ain't no.
You ain't worried about that.
Care. Future's getting money. He's hanging out with Young Scooter,
True.
scooting along. They probably have matching electric scooters.
Comment below. Do you believe that this beef is real? I mean, this little thing with Future is really going on? Or you think this is like Nori just capping? Just let us know.
This sounds like random rumor news.
But speaking of some news, this next topic here, I'm tired of.
Well, we beat this topic.
Little rumor that you said it.
I guess they want us to play the video twice.
Looks like Real Boston Richie and 1098 Jake is still going at it. If you didn't know, 1098 Jake exposed 1098. I keep saying 98. 1090 Jake exposed Boston Richie for being a snitch 2 times in 2 different cases. Boston Richie and his team have supposedly paid everybody off. And nobody's gonna come up and say that Boston snitched. Everybody's retracting their statements. 1090 Jake saying I have text messages from people saying that he snitched. Now the people that said he snitched is no longer saying he snitched. And I guess Boston Richie finally got the upper hand because now he got y'all believing that this is now a white-black situation. You got this white man in the rap industry trying to mess up the sauce.
Yeah, and the news reporter asked 1090 Jake about contraband. And
Oh, so this is what's going on. I didn't know. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
I hear nobody speaking on this.
Everybody's speaking on this. So basically, they're saying, "Why are you listening to this man telling people that these people snitch when 1090 Jake is a snitch himself? He's a little gunna. He's a little T.I. You know, one of them. What's it called? What he did?
No, I heard no one call 1090 Jake.
Play the video. I'm about to shut my co-host up.
Check it out.
How easy is it to get drugs in a Florida prison?
Every single compound I hit, there was all types of drugs on there, whether it's prescription pills, Molly, some spots there was cocaine and meth, but nothing more common than K2. The majority of the drugs that I know of that are coming inside is through the guys.
Now, as y'all can see, right, 1090 Jakes tells the news reporter that every compound that he been on, which is prison, right, there was drugs. Not only that, he named the drugs: cocaine, weed.
So
sounds like someone's trying to do a Hail Mary to save Real Boston Richie, and
It's
Real
working.
Boston Snitch, he's the real snitch, and that was nothing.
It's working because just like if you have
no,
to,
it's not. Your pass was incomplete.
If you have to go by 1090 rules, he said in the academics interview,
The guy wasn't a cop.
No, he spoke to the news people that were working with the cops. The cops had to go through this to do the okay. It's not like he just told the news people, listen here, they know he's a snitch. So like you said, 1090 Jake said that if you talk to the cops, you a snitch. If you
That wasn't a cop.
It sounds like copy stuff to me.
No, that was just a guy that worked at a news station, or that was another YouTuber. I don't even know if that was a news station. That just looked like another YouTuber's video.
You sound like you're on 1090 side.
I am.
Are you a snitch supporter?
No, I don't support Real Boston.
But are you tired of this? Are you surprised that this is still going on and people are still debating on if Boston Rich is a snitch or not?
I mean, I think he's making it worse at this point. Him trying to do the stories on 1090 and him trying to, put the people that he got locked up by paying them off to say, oh, that was like for something else random, but I did do the exact time that I would have done for that. Like, he's clearly paying people off. And like, if you look at any comment section of like DJ Academics or like Say Cheese or even Shade Room, and they're posting about Real Boston Richie like going on, or his brother going on live with Academics, and they're like, everyone says they're making it worse. Like, it honestly could have probably been over with if he was to never acknowledge it, or anytime someone asks him a question, he shows money. Because they said if someone's to ask you something, instead of answering a question, you show money, it means you did that. And so, I mean, I don't understand how like Real Boston or his team can't just see what people are seeing, but it looks like the damage is done. And from what I can see, at least in the comment sections on Instagram and Twitter, it's a pretty much unanimous decision that Boston is out. And I really haven't heard anyone really talk about this but Real Boston's brother, which might as well be my co-host because he loves Real Boston.
Listen here, Lil Boston, Real Boston Richie's still in my Serato. I play him every day,
I heard he's in more than your Serato.
Pause. Speaking about in my Serato, looks like this next topic here, sad. My dog Kai is banned on Twitch for doing the unthinkable. Well, not really the unthinkable. He just had some edibles online, and I guess it was too powerful, and it put my boy to sleep. And Twitch don't play that.
Has he still answered for his friend being aggressive?
No, he hasn't.
Is there any resolution from that situation?
No.
He's just moving on.
They just moved on. I mean,
he's just like not gonna hang around with that guy no more.
Yeah, I wouldn't hang around him either. He's a creep. That's disgusting. You don't do that to women.
No, I mean I definitely agree, but it just seemed like Kai was just trying to dodge the subject, and now it's like I saw him speak on it once, and I think he's just trying to not speak on it again.
There's nothing else to say about it, but it looks like here. I mean, Twitch isn't playing. I don't know. Twitch
I think
is
on
real.
Twitch, if you're allowed in your state to smoke or drink, you're allowed to do it on stream. But if you're not, you're not. And the thing with him though, I think that got him in trouble is that like he passed out live on stream, and so that people, that looks like an overdose or something to other people. And plus, majority of his audience is really young.
True.
So he's, could you imagine if Barney was live on stream and passed out from drugs? Like, that's not
You
cool.
can't have kids watching things like that. So, I mean, I understand. And when they say the word ban in Twitch land, it's not really banned. It really means like suspended. You can either suspend it for a couple of days, a week, 2 weeks, a month.
Yeah. I ain't seen anyone get a permanent ban.
I've never seen anybody get a permanent ban. And since this ban has happened, all I've been seeing on YouTube is Kai being real active. He's dropping a lot of AMP videos with his group. So, I mean, I respect, that's what usually happens. If you should always have your hand in more than one pot. If you're doing YouTubing, you should also be doing Twitch. So just in case one bans you, you can just hop on the other site.
Always got to have backup channels. But let's go ahead. I think we have a video here.
Fuck no. I don't know what that green out shit means, but I'm not, okay? I'm not doing that.
Man, I don't know why that was so loud. Sorry, y'all. Let me fix this.
That shit, okay? Shut your dumb ass up, Google Network. What the fuck is wrong with you, Google Network? Less than 5 milligrams? Fuck are you talking about?
3 hours later. 5 milligrams put him to sleep.
He's out of there.
I mean, 5 milligrams may not sound like much, but when you're streaming for like 5-6 hours at a time, you going down. Ain't no way around it.
And Kai's a little dude, so it'll probably affect some more.
So hopefully, hopefully this ban gets lifted. I mean, it wasn't that serious. It's just some edibles. And once again, I understand you can't be doing that in front of kids and everything, but he'll be all right.
It happens.
It happens, TFTC podcast supports him. But speaking of this next topic, we don't support. We don't support Indian givers.
No Benjamin Simmons.
So it looks like Ben Simmons reportedly wants his $1 million ring back from his ex. So if you didn't know, Ben Simmons, who doesn't shoot the ball in the NBA, doesn't do anything. He's actually downtrodden. He was once a starter in the Sixers. Now he's just a bench warmer. I think he's like the 7th string, 8th string.
No, he's not.
He's not six. Is he 6th man? He doesn't start.
No. He's like the 6th, 7th man.
Exactly,
but
like
you
I said.
No,
I said 8th. What's one spot back?
No. What made me laugh is you said that he's 8th string, so that means like he would be like the 50th player.
You know what I mean? When you say 8th string, like the 8th man off the bench. So I don't support this. If you give somebody a ring, if you propose to them, that is now their ring. If it didn't work, if it didn't work and it didn't work because of you.
Someone slapped my co-host.
If it didn't work and it didn't work because of you, then you should give it that ring.
I wish we were still shot live in front of a studio audience. No studio audience today, and if there was, they would have booed you.
So you'd have took the ring back?
Yeah, if we didn't get married. I'm giving you this ring to get married. If we didn't get married, then it's still my ring.
But if you didn't get married because you messed up, whose fault is that?
We're not getting into details. We're getting into if it's still my ring or not. That's what you need to
What kind of misogynistic thing is that?
Misogyny.
You can't do things like that.
Yeah, you can.
So you have a split. I need y'all to comment below.
We didn't finish it. What? So if it doesn't work out, they're just gonna walk around with this big ring on their finger?
If it's your fault, then
give me it back.
If
I'll get it back in blood.
You cut a finger off. You dirty dog. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, if you I understand. I want my ring back if you messed up. I want my ring back if you broke up for like some silly reason, like I don't flush the toilets or something like that. But if I cheated, then you can keep the ring.
Sounds like you lost a couple rings.
I've never lost a ring in my life. I don't cheat. Black man don't cheat.
Oh, I got a crick in my neck.
But I mean, hopefully, Ben Simmons gets his ring back because he's crying about it, and hopefully, this brings back superpowers for him to actually start doing stuff in the NBA. But we all know the truth.
It's like Space Jam. He lost his powers.
Oh,
but
man.
speaking
of lost, big Big loss.
Speaking of loss after loss after loss.
You know I'm an Eagle fan. I don't like the Cowboys. And when I heard this story, it gave me a chuckle from down under. So
after getting eliminated from the playoffs, Dak Prescott and his girlfriend of 2 years broke up. So he got dumped on the field and he got dumped off the field. This man's a certified bum.
Goofy. So, I mean, his girlfriend for 2 years, they break up. Allegedly, it may be for cheating because supposedly Dak Prescott has a new white snow bunny. And for some strange reason, he likes the snow bunnies. You think he'd like go, he's in Dallas, he get a...
That's like my co-host. You know, when I was, looking for a co-host and looking who I was going to sign to a contract, my co-host was like, I don't know if I could do it. And I was like, hey, contract comes with a snow bunny. He goes, where do I sign? Tell me where.
You know, people watch our episodes and they gonna start believing. We must be talking about Seth.
Oh yeah, most of my stories should come with a disclaimer that they're just stories for fun,
and they're not about Jesse.
And they're not about my my co-hosts. They're about Jesse.
They're about Jesse. Horrible. But I mean, I don't understand what's wrong with Dak and his white girl fetish. He left this white girl, got him a new white Becky Queen who supposedly plays at LSU. I think
he got an LSU Tiger.
He got an LSU Tiger girl. Supposedly he met her because her daddy does finance in Dallas.
Her daddy does finance.
He does finance in Dallas, so that's how he met her. And as soon as he broke up with his main girl, 2 weeks later, he popped up with this one. So it has me thinking, you must have been caught for cheating. You dirty dog.
He must have had that 6-man step up.
All I gotta say,
if he can't step up on the field, somebody gotta step up.
All I'm saying is, man, if you want a man that don't cheat, mess with a light-skinned African. We get the job done.
This is why the Eagles are going to lose the Super Bowl. Exactly why. But speaking of beefs getting settled, it's finally time for the fight of the year, the fight of the decade. It looks like ESPN's going to put on a fight between Jake Paul and Tommy Fury. It's finally going to happen.
Uppercut.
Let's see what happens when they first did their initial face-off.
Gentlemen, this is the first time you've seen each other face to face. Let's keep it
I want to shake
calm
your
and
hand.
collected. This is a fight 2 years in the making. Jake, I'm going to come to you first. Relax.
They're already getting rowdy.
Let's keep this calm. One at a time. I'm going to start.
I'm going to stop.
But I can't wait for this fight to come out. We had another clip, but it disappeared. But it was like where they were talking trash to each other, and everyone was enjoying it. But man, like, I think this is going to be a good fight.
Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul. I think that Jake Paul is still going to win. I don't think Tom Fury is really going to do that much damage, even though he fakes and acts like, I'm not like everybody else. I don't need your money. I don't need your sympathy. I'm about to put you on the canvas.
I think Jake Paul is currently 3-0 in professional fights. And I think Tommy is 5-0.
Do you think this is going to be... So if Jake Paul wins this match, is he an official boxer now?
Starting to look that way.
Hey. So do you think he's going to win...
I think this will be a good test because it looks like he fought a lot of guys where like maybe they did some sort of fighting, but boxing might have not been their forte. Like at first he fought Nate Robinson, which was ridiculous.
Basketball was his forte.
Yeah, he played basketball. He didn't do any fighting.
Didn't he play that Woody person, Wood something, sleeping on the canvas was his forte, and he bought him with a Rolex.
Yeah, he fought a couple of old MMA guys, which they weren't boxers. They were
out of shape.
They were, MMA dudes, so they're not really used to only boxing and not using everything else. And then who did he fight Anderson Silva? And Anderson Silva was another MMA fighter.
Did he fight Anderson Silva for real?
I think that's who he fought last. Put it in the comments. I'm pretty sure that's who he fought last. I'm more than certain that he fought Silva, and I think he got him.
And put in the comments, are you looking forward to this fight also, like my co-host is?
You want to bet on it right now?
What, that they're looking forward to it, or that Jake Paul's going to win?
No, who you taking in the fight?
I'm taking Jake Paul.
I'll take Tommy.
You really think Tommy's going to come on Jake Paul's network and beat Jake Paul?
He's going to beat him in his own court.
Let's bet on that.
What are we betting?
Strawberry margaritas.
Only Jack and Cokes on this one.
Oh.
Put some hair on your chest. Oh, yeah.
All right, Randy Savage.
But let's get off of the boxing because I don't really know. But let's see. We got my co-host is let's keep it up with the fighters. Some guy got fought down to the pavement. It looks like Conor McGregor got hit by a car while on a bicycle ride. Don't you love Conor? Don't you love Irish whiskey?
I mean, ever since he lost his ankle, that was disgusting. That's all I can picture. Every time I close my eyes and think about Conor McGregor, that's all I can think of.
Ankle soup. Let's watch the video.
Out off a blade, boy. All good, mate. All good. Don't worry about it.
Seriously.
Mate, that's nice. That's fucking hot. We could have been dead there, mate. Look. That guy's at the cream of me, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not getting away with my life there, boys, yeah?
Do you want to...
No, I don't get away, mate. All good, all good. Safe travels. God bless, brother, yeah?
Sorry.
All good.
Sorry.
Do you want me to bring the bike home and all that?
Do you know what? Yeah. Grab it and throw it into this. I'm going to actually need a lift home, mate.
Yeah.
That bike's full.
Yeah, no bother.
Oh, good luck. I'm not coming. I'm not going to smoke of a whip.
He ripped his pants.
He's always ripping stuff. He's ripping his ankle apart. He's ripping his pants. But I mean, I'm just glad he was able to get a ride back to his home. Cause I remember when I got hit by a car, I had to walk back home. It was sad. My mom just told me, get in the house and go take a shower. The bike was all broken.
And drink your tears.
Exactly. It was sad. But, I mean, Conor McGregor got lucky. The fact that this man hit him because it was a blind, I guess the sun was in his eyes. And I be telling these lawyers, like, you can't be giving us tickets because it is like the sun be beaming in people's eyes. Y'all got half the roads be uneven. It be on big hills and the cops want to stand like in the craziest places.
But I also hate bikers that bike on busy streets.
Oh yeah, I dislike that.
What are you doing that for? Like, what? There's so many parks in millions of places you could ride your bike, and you want to go like on a highway access road. Like, come on, people, get real.
Exactly. I mean, good luck. Good luck. Gladly enough, he didn't get injured. You know, hopefully we see Conor McGregor in the fight again. I really want to see Conor McGregor versus Jake Paul in the boxing match. That's what I really want to see.
I don't know if that'll happen. I don't know if Conor got the power to knock him out. Conor's too small.
Yeah, he is getting. Yeah,
he's getting a wee bit old, just a wee bit. But speaking of wee bits,
looks like it's almost wee bedtime. It's time for Music Mondays, and guess who coming out on time? Us.
We almost did it.
Exactly.
My co-host was on procrastination station.
Man, I went over there to watch the game with you.
No, but it's all right. You know, I powered through. I put things together, and I made it happen.
I put the same on my back like a LeBron.
It's just like trunks and goats in. But what do we got? We got Tales from the Crib. We're going to go into our music section. We got TFTC Music Mix number 4. Not 1, not 2, but 3, but 4. And check it out. We only got 9 videos on it, but we'll be adding a bunch more videos to the playlist. So go Tales from the Crib, go to playlist, and hit Music Mix number 4.
If I don't got 15 videos by the start of the next episode, TFTC is pussy.
Too much? Yes. Way too much. God dang. You try to get our episode banned at the last minute.
It's the last hour and a half.
Gotta be quiet.
Looks like here, some albums dropped this week. They was all trash, all booty juice. I mean, Lil Yachty dropped. Kid Leroy dropped. Ray Sherman dropped a song. ESCG dropped a song. I mean, it's a lot of songs came out. It wasn't really that many good stuff that came out this week. If you know anything, comment below. Let us know what you listened to this week.
Yeah, comment your favorite music. Put it in the comments below. Let us know what you're currently listening to. But this is just showing some of the things that came out recently, which we know it always says Friday, but they really mean like Thursday at midnight. But let's go ahead and get to my co-host's pick. We got Big Fizzle, Sesame Street, baby.
Big Fizzle came out. You know, he signed the 1017 Brick Squad. I think he's from Alabama or Arkansas. I think he's from Arkansas. He had a couple good songs on this. Out of the 15 songs, I know that the number 9 is good. Oh, number 4 is good. Number 5 is good. What's Turnt? He got another song called Turnt that's also good. He had like 4 or 5 songs on here that's good. You know, he's a young person, newly coming into the game. I need y'all to check him off. Big Fizzle, Clark Street, baby.
Oh, Clark Street. I thought it said Sesame.
My co-host lives on Sesame Street.
No.
But speaking of co-hosts, my co-host picked the Lil Yachty album.
Lil Yacht. Let me see. It didn't have a track list, so let me go pull it up. We have Lil Yachty. Let's start here, and of course it starts out with a Black Seminole. That's a good song, and really most of the album is pretty good. You can pretty much listen through it. That's why I like it. It's like reminds me of like I got some like 80s synth music sometimes that I play on YouTube while I'm doing editing that has no words. And it kind of reminds me of just like adding words to that type of music. So I'm here for it. I thought it was pretty dope.
Yes, and if you were wondering, the Walk to Poland is not on this album. So it turns out that Lil Yachty's album got leaked. The one that he really wanted to drop that he's been working on got leaked. Since it got leaked, we got this little alternative album. That's why this feels like if you have to think about it, it feels like a NERD. You know, you don't think so?
Wow.
How does it feel like to you?
It just feels like an alternative album.
NERD was alternative.
Alternative. It was like alternative hip hop.
So like Gym Class
Heroes.
Heroes.
Doesn't really feel like no hip hop.
Gym Class Heroes.
No, it's not emo. It's alternative.
Hey, I need y'all to check that out, man. Let me know.
I'm trolling, but I'm not.
Let me know how y'all feel about this new Kendrick, this new little Yachty that came out.
We know no one listens to Kendrick.
Kodak better.
I'm just jostling y'all because it's the end of the episode. But before we go, guess what? We moved to the end.
We gotta tell our sponsors. You already know, man. Y'all need to follow us on Twitter. I'm on the road to 15K. Feel Supreme 305. I got my co-host with me, Papa O'Block.
I'm on the road to 80K. Follow me on Twitter at Papa O'Block. Road to 80K. Get me there soon.
You mean like 8K? Like
no, 80.
You mean like 80?
No, I'm not saying where I'm currently at right now. I'm just saying the goal is 80K. So I'm on the road.
It's a long 80K. Trip.
It's going to be a long
He traveling from Florida, Miami. He going to Oregon, Seattle.
I should have got a plane.
Exactly, man. Remember that, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't be shy. Don't be a ghost watcher. Support the channel. Also, I need y'all to support the TikTok. Tales from the Crib on TikTok. Tales from the Crib 210 on IG. Support. You know, you support us.
Scan the QR codes. Look, I move my head. Pause it and scan it. Pause it and scan it. Pause and scan it. Do it.
Hey, but you know it's coming to the end of the show. So you know how we gotta end this. This your boy, Philip Supreme 305. I'd like to thank y'all for supporting, hitting that like button. I need y'all to keep supporting all the TFTC clip pages. Keep watching the shorts. Keep watching the TikTok pages. We about to sign out. My co-host on the ones and twos. I'm about to rap. Let's go. Hey.
This is a rap.
I don't care.
You rapping Waka Flocka. That's cheating. You can't rap Waka Flocka. But thank you for tuning in to Tales from the Crib. This has been another episode. This is episode 90. We're going to do something special on episode 100. Maybe my co-host will give away a pair of sneakers, a pair of Jordans to the community, huh?
Hey, you know I love the community.
Maybe give him a little Saucy Santana show.
Pop that.
But thank you for tuning in. Check out everything else we do in the description. Get Curb Reactions to 4K subs. Check out the Clips channel if you like clips. But if you watch this whole episode, that means you're not watching the Clips channel. But thank you if you make it to this screen. That means you're our #1 fan, and we'll love you forever. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Monday.
Orlando Brown, hit me up.
Orlando Brown gonna take you to Chinatown. Bow.
That's a spicy meatball.